Okay, so a quick video walk around of the adventure camping trailer that I built a few months ago. First of all, I started out with a very small trailer from Lowe's home improvement store. I modified it. It's on my website if you want to see that whole video and story. Bigger tires, extended it 8 inches higher, reinforced everything so that it could go off-road and do some adventure camping. And then I topped it with what's called a rooftop tent. These are very, very popular in Australia, New Zealand, places like that. And I finally have made it here to America. This whole thing just folds down to about 8 inches high and very easy to tow. The whole trailer weighs about 1,000 pounds. When it's all done, you can tow it with just about any car and have some fun with it. So first of all, let's talk about the power system. I built this battery box, it's called, or a portable power supply. There's a 100 amp hour absorbed glass mat battery in there, and there's a solar charger down there, the blue thing at the bottom, and meters and whatnot. Everything runs off of this. RTT is Rooftop Tent. It uses a folks that are involved with BMW motorcycles will recognize this, a BMW plug, and that powers up the rooftop tent. Inside the rooftop tent, which I'll show you later, we've got USB connections and cigarette lighter and all that kind of stuff. Now, to keep the battery charged, that wire runs over here to 120 watt solar panels that fold up and go into a little case. And again, all of this is on my website. You can check that all out if you'd like. And that solar panel keeps that battery charged really well. Also running off that battery is a refrigerator. This is a 12 volt IceCo electric refrigerator. Absolutely amazing piece of kit. And you can set the temperature. Right now it's at 36 degrees. It can be either a refrigerator or a freezer, depending on what you want. In fact, you can use it as both. It has a compartment that's closer to the cooling area, which you can keep stuff frozen while the rest of the stuff stays at under 40 degrees. All of this equipment that you see here goes inside the trailer, obviously. This is my chuck box. This was built just about 40 years ago. I used it extensively in canoe camping and whatnot, and I dug it out of the basement, haven't used it in years, and it's a pretty simple device. It's a box made out of Baltic birch plywood, and inside I have a cook stove, I have a griddle, I have a lantern, I have a place for matches and tissue and whatnot. I've got silverware, a little emergency radio, and silverware. And the other day I was looking at this cover that comes off, and I said, boy, you know, it's a shame not to be able to utilize that for something. And I had these little brackets that are shelf brackets, and I said, well, why don't we just use this as a shelf out here on the side of the trailer? And that's it. And that's it. We have a little shelf that slides into there, and we can prepare food or whatever we need to do on the outside of the trailer. So that's the power system. Water is supplied by a couple of 5-gallon jugs, and we're going to talk about where the water is used. One of the places the water is used is over here in our Mount Rhino bathroom, I guess you could call it. This is a quick setup tent device with a porta potty. That porta potty has a removable canister that you can just dump into any toilet at any campground or rest stop or whatever. I also have a shower system that goes into here, and I'll do a video on that later. It's pretty elaborate. It's a 12 volt pump that pumps water through a propane powered heater, and you can take a really nice warm shower out in the middle of nowhere. So that's the loo, as they call it in some places. Let's take a gander inside the rooftop tent. This thing's pretty big. This is the smaller of two versions They make a bigger one. They make an XL version, which supposedly can sleep 4 people. This is obviously 2 people. And as you can see here on the wall there, I've built this little device that has 2 USB connections to keep your phone charged or run your laptop or whatever. It also has a voltage meter so we can see what the voltage is going in there. Up around the back part there, that's an LED strip for lighting at night, and there's also an LED light up at the top. Now this rooftop tent has something called a rain fly, and if it's going to rain, this green rain fly is attached. Now if you take that off, you have beautiful skylight, and you can watch the stars and whatnot through these windows and screening that's up in the top of the tent. But it's supposed to have there's a 10% chance of rain tonight, so I'm leaving the rain fly on. Inside the trailer itself, I can get this open. We have more essentials. First of all, we have first aid equipment. As you can see there, that's a Swiss Army from Switzerland, Army surplus first aid kit. And I mounted more LED lights out here for looking around. Fire extinguisher, first aid kit. We've got a bow saw and an axe and all the other stuff that you need. Inside the trailer, I mounted more electrical outlets. This refrigerator, while we're traveling, can be charged through this connector that you see here. That's called an Anderson plug. I use Anderson plugs everywhere. They're excellent, and they can move a lot of current without any problems. I've also got another, I guess you could call it a chuck box. I call it our utensil box. Again, it was made about 40 years ago, but that has a sink and frying pan and a griddle and all kinds of stuff. Coffee pot goes in there and whatever else. Canned goods and food supplies, dry goods go in there. And all of this just slides forward into the trailer, and fits pretty nice. Trailer itself has fuel, gasoline for the vehicle pulling it, and also for the stove and a lantern if I'm using it. A 5-gallon propane tank, which powers the shower, the heater, the water heater for the shower. I've also got a diesel heater, space heater, hot air heater. That runs off diesel fuel or kerosene, and that's what this yellow tank is for. That's my supply for diesel fuel or kerosene. Here's the total electrical hookup from the tow vehicle. When the tow vehicle is hooked up, it's plugged into that large Anderson plug, and the tow vehicle keeps the battery charged that I showed you before, and also runs the refrigerator and all that kind of stuff while we're underway. We've got the wheel chocks there, and we got a shovel in case I get stuck and need to get dug out. For stability, we have stabilizers on the bottom, and this is a Smitty built, S-M-I-T-T-Y-B-I-L-T, made in Australia. Rooftop tent that you see there. Anyways, that's kind of about it. Quick walk around of what's going on and how we're going to do some adventure camping. I was really hoping to be down in Georgia and do the Trans-Georgia Trail. They have a trail, an off-road trail that runs across Georgia. Really wanted to be doing that. Then I had a bunch of other stuff to do down there and in Tennessee and Kentucky. But we got coronavirus. Kind of put the kibosh to all that. I've never slept in this trailer. I've never used it. I figure, what the heck. I got my new fire pit that I just built today, and I'm gonna try it out, see how it works out. Anyways, that's the story. See you later. Bye.